Tony Ferguson standing guard. There's some submission tonight.
Good time. Alright, so what I want to play with tonight is Ashi and then options from Ashi, right? I think Ashi is probably the easiest leg entanglement we can do. People give up Ashi, but there's a lot of options to move up, right, to better positions. So if you go to from butterfly, Cody's on his knees, right? The way we're gonna get, sometimes people will just step up, right? Cody might just step up, he's trying to drive. This is super easy up. Less likely, So how we're going to get his hips off of his ankles is we're just going to arm drag him, right? Tying into what we did from the first class. So grabbing wrist control however you want. Arm drag can be however you want, right? Outside, inside. I guess outside or inside, right? Make sure it's legit. I'm just feeling.
That's an outside.
Throw him that way, right? So I'm grabbing that wrist, I'm arm dragging. Cody, in order for me to not get around his back, steps this leg up. Right? He cuts that angle off for me by stepping his leg up, exposing Ashi. I'm going from this deep overhook to a deep overhook on this leg, and I don't just want to sit here. Right? My Ashi's terrible. Yeah, I'm getting a pinned arm, right? So I want to make sure that I'm using this overhook not just to keep me close, but to scoop my hips under him to get to my Ashi. Right? So the way that we're going to move through here in this, yes, for those traditional people, we are reaping this knee, okay? Probably one of the most effective things we can do. I'm still attached to this elbow because I don't want him to build his base. I also don't want him to be able to turn into me and square up, right? We have a different answer for that, but for starting, I really want to keep him looking away from me, okay? So here we're driving. I don't have leverage to just drive this foot in, right? I'm asking to get, yeah. Right? So I'm picking my hips up, driving this foot over, and triangling my legs. Okay, so from here, this would be the tripler. I want people going up to power heel hook right away. So I'm going over the ankle with my far side arm. Armpit striking the toes. Curling over like a butterfly grip, right? Like a deep, we take our gable grip, go really deep on it. The butterfly grip, the deep gable. And then I'm turning out. Okay? We're going to get a tap there. We're going to keep this hand on the heel. And I'm kind of, how do you do, like Nate talks about, right? To the toes. And I'm going to go steering wheel. So here I'm not just like pushing with this arm, right? I'm really side crunching across into that ankle. Okay? So one more time. Butterflies. However, let's say he's collar tied, right? So we're ripping that off. Arm drag, he steps up. Deep overhook, shooting my hips under, up. Right? This is what gives us that space now and control to get this foot in. Notice this foot's still behind, right? Stapled on his leg so he can't change this angle at all. Coming into that triangle, and then I'm sitting back down to that hip, right? Collapsing everything. Power heel hook, so cross with that hand, cupping the heel, armpit striking the toes, butterfly grip, turn, same exact hand position to the toes, steering wheel. Cool. Any questions? Anyone want to see it again? Yeah, arm drag to get that angle. Pulling ourselves up. Weaving this leg in. This is really important. If this leg's hanging out, Cody's going to grab it and start pulling it off, maybe countering, whatever he wants to do, right? Yeah. So we really need to protect that by shoving it in. That's our priority, is getting it in here. Now we settle back down to that hip. Power heel hook, steering wheel. Cool. On 2, 1, 2.